Hi YouTube world, hi YouTube subscribers. I wanted to give a quick movie review for A Star is Born. And let me just start right off by saying this is unpopular opinion, but I did not like the film overall. I try to be very honest across all my social media platforms and give you guys my real opinion as long as I'm not being mean or calling people names or anything like that. I feel like it's fine to share how you really feel. So, anyway, I'm going to tell you guys why I didn't really like the film, even though it's been given a lot of Oscar buzz. And if you look on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got excellent reviews by critics and by the audience alike. So you would think it would be a good film. I think that Rotten Tomatoes is a fairly good judgment of how good a movie is, especially if the audience likes it. Not necessarily critics, but especially if the audience really loves the film, you can usually guarantee you will probably like it. And then if both of them like it, then you know it's probably a good film. But I watch a lot of Oscar movies. I've watched most of the best pictures throughout the years and the ones that have been nominated. So I am very critical when I go see movies, I think, because of that, because I'm such a movie lover. But I was just so underwhelmed by this film. And I went in thinking I was going to love this movie. I really loved the trailer. I love Lady Gaga. I've been a huge fan of her music and what she just represents as far as tolerance and being your true authentic self. And her music and her fashion. I've just loved her from the beginning. Bradley Cooper, I love as an actor. He's been in a ton of great films, and he does a lot of advocacy work for veterans. My husband's a veteran. Plus, he's very attractive. So I thought, oh my god, I'm going to love watching this romance story between these two. And I love the first two A Star is Born movies that were made in the 30s, and then the one that was made with Judy Garland. Those two films are like in my top films that I've ever seen, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna love this movie for sure. But I think maybe that's some of why I didn't actually like it, because I had very high expectations. So I didn't really buy the romance between the two main characters, which is like the most important thing, I think, in a romance movie. And I found most of the characters one dimensional. I found the plot very fast paced, not very detailed, also very surfacey, very stereotypical. I just didn't buy it. It didn't feel like a genuine story to me. And I thought Bradley Cooper's acting was great. I thought most of the acting was good. But Lady Gaga, I was distracted by what appears to me as though she's had a lot of plastic surgery done to her face. So I didn't buy the whole she's an ugly duckling, when obviously it was just she had a bad hairstyle and a bad hair color in the beginning and a bad wardrobe. You could tell she's obviously not an ugly girl. Um, so I didn't buy that. And then and you could tell she's had surgery done as well to her face, so she's obviously not ugly. And I felt like her acting came off a bit more frozen than it should have because of all the fillers and crap she's had done. And Botox. Now I'm just speculating, maybe she hasn't had this stuff done. But because I've seen so much celebrities who have had plastic surgery, I pretty confident that she had a lot done to her face, and I found it very distracting because she looks very different from back in the day. And I feel like as an actor, it's very hard to express your facial expressions when you've had too much surgery on your face. So if you're a Lady Gaga fan, I'm sorry. I'm a fan of hers too, and I'm a fan of getting plastic surgery. And if you feel like you need something done, go for it. You only have one life to live. I want something done, so I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but if you're going to be a serious actor, I don't think you should have a lot of work done on your face because it's very distracting and it takes away from some of those expressions. Anyway, I thought that the best part of the movie was when they actually were singing and doing music. There's no denying that Lady Gaga is one of the most talented singers and performers of our generation. That's for sure. So I have no complaints with that, the music itself, but the actual film I thought was like a crappy semi autobiographical film about Gaga, and I just didn't like it. I thought it was not, it shouldn't have all the accolades that it's being professed to have. It seemed like a lot of other movies where a musician tries to do a semi autobiographical film and it doesn't come off as heartfelt and genuine. That was my take on it. I feel like it left a lot unexplained and a lot unexplored. It moved way too fast and didn't really develop, in my opinion, with the characters, with the plot line. And one of my other biggest complaints, besides all that being shallow and couldn't connect to this film really, I really didn't buy the whole Stars Born plot in 2018 because women do have a voice nowadays. And I feel like Lady Gaga is not a wilting flower. I feel like her character wouldn't have been, from how she was portrayed in the beginning, that she wouldn't have just gone along with everything Bradley Cooper was doing that was so wrong on many levels and so inappropriate. And as a woman, I don't think we should be putting up with that behavior. I feel like it sent out a bad message and it just isn't believable. I certainly wouldn't put up with that. And I don't think most women would in 2018. So while it makes sense back in the 30s and 50s when Stars Born was originally filmed, it didn't really make sense in this day and age, I felt like. So yeah, I was just really disappointed by the film overall. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, comments, please feel free to leave them below. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, till next time. Bye, guys.